Hello, Figster. Are you a good brown dog? Are you a good brown dog? Hello, and welcome to another edition of Blessed Are the Veins down in Africa. Well done, Cora, for thinking about that one. This is Top Rock, Africa's oldest and most reputable wholesaler of minerals and fossils. I'm Francis. That's some P-Way over there. This is a table, and this is Malumi's office. If this is your first time here, happy days. Welcome to the family. Please take the time to read Cora's short story. It's down in the description beneath. It will tell you all useful things such as we're a wholesaler in Africa, and because of that we have to ship far away. And because we ship far away, and because shipping basically, well, it's per kg, it's not a once-off cost like in first world countries. We have a minimum order of 10 kilograms before we even think about packaging. Other than that, 7 days to confirm a claim, yes please. 6 months to store or to compile your 10 kilograms. That after that, then all kinds of maths get involved that I don't get involved with. Yeah, happy days. It's not complicated. Just put down the flat number if you want it. If you're first, happy days. If you're not first, so sorry. It is a competitive world out there, especially in the world of rarities, and that's what we do. Sometimes, most of the times we do rarities, sometimes we do collectibles. Different things, right? All right, other than that, good news. Out of nowhere, in the doldrums of stock, delirious boredom, comes Congo like a blessing tomorrow. So that means that next week is going to be Congo cocktail colourful times. We've got 2 trolleys again today. There are some epic flats. Some of them from accounts that have defaulted, and others that we've been finding. Because if you have a big storeroom and if the passing of warehouse hands happens, which does happen, then things go missing. Fortunately for us, we find them. Happy days. So, without further ado, let me introduce you to your first flat of 70 Little Irongo black tourmaline crystals. These are absolutely gorgeous. A look at the sheen and the luster on these little perfectly formed and terminated black tourmalines. These are rated as very good to A grade, 660 grams. Look at this, that is perfect. If I can just there we get some focus. There we go. That's a beauty. 70 of these little crystals. I suspect that some of them do have highlight opal. So if you are a fan of the fluorescent, then, oh, yeah, there we go. Here's a little lustrous fellow with a bit of highlight opal. Always nice. This flat weighs, what did I say, 660 grams. It's going to cost $44. For 70 black tourmalines from Morongo. That's flat 64. Right, up is next. You got some dioptase. This is very good to A grade. 12 specimens. Here we go. These are all pretty smashing. 300 grams. Nice large crystals. Bit of druzy on the dolomite there, giving it a nice reddish sheen. Yeah, this is a magic little flat of dioptase. They are very, very nice. Hard to pick out the worst one because they're all pretty niftily lovely. $122. That is That's actually a really nice price for 300 grams worth of very good to A grade. Ordinarily, I would expect in excess of $160. So yeah, flat 651. Some really nice diaptase. On to some little rose course mushrooms. These are rated as all A grade. I am going to beg to differ slightly. I'll show you why. There's an asterism. Look at that. There we go. Come on. 695 grams. But there's this one over here. And you can't really have a whole flat marked as A grade if this one hangs about. But you always get one. It's one of life's unsaid promises, because there will always be one, if you know what I mean. These rose quartz mushrooms, they're going to cost $45. That is for flat 15. Nice. You just see there's also one's A grade. No, I don't think so. Not with those little lines. But still, $45 for some beautiful rose quartz mushrooms. Cheap, cheap. Next up, we got some mixed flat of South African minerals. First up is a Congolese representative, shining nice and blue, with chrysocolla and shutterkite. But a malachite in the mix there. That's a beautiful polish. Take it. Never mind, that landed on wood, thank goodness. Malacola, this is also from the Congo. The shutterkite's from the Congo. No, actually, the shutterkite will be from Kalkofelt. How do I know? The polishing is pretty, well, ordinary. From Madagascar, some purple flash, a little standing freeform. Where's the flesh? Where's the flesh? This is one of those shy Labradorites. Oh, there we go. There we go. Not a hell of a lot. Certainly not something to get excited about. Polished watermelon fluoride. This is a beauty. It's a nice little rainbow veil there. Blue lace agate from Malawi. One triangle of blue lace. Nice deep fog and lots of juicy. And then from Barberton. I think this is the only South African representative of this flat of South African minerals. That is from Barberton in the Lowveld. These 6 are going to cost $50. That is for flat 297. Next up, Brandberg. We've got 12, mostly amethyst and then somewhat smoky amethyst. Cara says she did look at these and she found 4 anhydrous. Now, I have no idea which 4 it is, but we can make an attempt at seeing any movement, because the clarity of these crystals are absolutely superb. This is gorgeous. Just a little itty bitty chip there on the tip. But other than that, this is beautiful. Here's one of the smoky representatives from the Brandberg, or Burning Mountain. If you don't speak Dutch or Afrikaans, that's what it means. Brandberg. Which is pretty much just when the sun sets in the west coast. That is the only piece of high ground in Namibia, and it lights up with that orange sunset in the middle of the desert. So you can well imagine why it's called the Burning Mountain. Also a bit of a religious, spiritual place, because it's so high. The Khoisan, which is the original inhabitants of southern Africa, they had quite a few rock art caves, well, caves with lots of rock art in them. The White Lady being the most famous of them. Now, if you think it's odd, because Khoisan are not, well, indigenously white. They're also referred to as the yellow people. But like many, I wouldn't say most, of African tribes, use white paint on their skins, especially their faces, to protect them from the sun. I assume it's because of reflective purposes, but it's also a very distinguished. Oh, there's that one in hydro right there in the window. It doesn't move very far, but it is there. It's a sangoma. So sangomas in South Africa are the traditional name for witch doctors, and they take witchcraft very seriously in Africa. Don't they, Simpiwe? Tagati, eh? Tagati is serious. Hey, Simpiwe, I see a lot of the ladies, especially the ones that work in fields or in agriculture, they paint their faces white.
Yeah.
Is that for protection of sun, I assume?
They want to make them more beautiful.
Oh, no, you can't say that.
They don't like their skin.
No, surely not.
Yeah.
It's not for sun protection.
Yeah.
Really?
No.
No. Okay, Albert, come help me out here. Simpiwe has just rocked my world. The ladies, some of the black ladies, I see them especially in the fields, man. They paint their skins white and what. Why?
You see, they hate themselves. Yesterday we were speaking about.
Oh, really? Yeah.
They hate themselves. They want to be a white.
No, man. Surely they're protecting against the sun.
No. Why your whole body?
They paint the whole body. Because I just see the cheeks and then on the forebrows.
You know, some black people
go
to Nigerian shops and buy this thing now.
Oh yeah, the braids.
Yeah. To be a white. Look, even they have a wig, wig.
Yeah, wig.
Yeah. They put that because they like the blowing hair, like the white
people. But that's not like being white. It's just, it's nice having hair.
I see the white people now did put that hair.
Yeah, because they got hair. Well, they got straight hair. They don't have.
Also, they have the hair. The black people, they hate themselves.
No, but it's not because maybe they just like brushing their hair.
No, they had even the nails. They had nails. They know this one.
But that's dark. You can't say that's because they hate themselves. Obviously, these buffoons have never waxed themselves.
You can see them here. It's like they did paint the red thing here, but it's not.
Yeah.
Is that the cream did damage the skin?
Yeah.
That's why
it did it too long. Their skin is become damaged now.
Ooh. Okay, so never mind what I said about sun protection. Malumi and Simpiwe have obviously got different ideas about that.
No, it's not different ideas. It's like that.
Right, so there you have it. I'll tell you what, something for nothing. The braid industry in Africa is absolutely massive. You want to make money? Come sell braids here in Africa. 12 of these little Brandbergs. Sorry, I got a little distracted there. 12 Brandbergs. Apparently, Cara says there's 4 in hydros. I saw one. But it's going to be $44 for the 12. That's flat number 8. Next up, we got some Salros, some Cabochon Dolomite. There are 6 specimens in here weighing slightly more than 1 kilogram. And that is a beautiful hue of pink. There you go, with some malachite there in the mix as well. Ooh, and this looks a lot like colwezite. That is essentially malachite with a cobalt infusion, making it a bit more of a darker tanny green color. Also, obviously, some heterogenite there. Beautiful, large dolomite crystals. That's a very nice flat of Salros from Tenkafungarama in the Congo. It's $35. That's a bargain for these 6. That's flat 920. Next up from Malawi, we've got some blue lace agate, 12 little natural specimens. They're rated as very good to A grade. If I can just get some sun on them, so to give that little shine there, do it a bit of justice. These weigh 2.28 kilograms, very good to A grade. And that is indeed a very nice flat of blue lace. Very nice flat of blue lace. These are going to cost $38. That is for 2.28 kilos. I tell you what, for 2.28 kilos, $38, yeah, that's not too bad. That's very good. Next up, we got some beautiful Luena smoky quartz. That is from the Congo as well. Luena being slightly more north than most of the copper-bearing mines or venues that we do get our minerals from. There's a beautiful clean windows and white phantoms. These are even better. These are rated as well, they're rated all as A grade. Well, that's very unusual for Luena, so that is particularly special. The clarity on these, that's gorgeous. Right, they weigh 1.39 kilograms. A little bit of a chip on the tip here, but considering that this is Luena, that is nothing. Well, just to clarify, it's seen a lot worse from Luena, and this is most certainly the main crystal. That there, unfortunately, is a chip, but I tell you what, that is some citrine. Very light. No, it's not too light. That is proper. That is wicked good. That's natural self-healing. I'll tell you what, that, seen through the windows on the other side, creates these most dramatic patterns in the background. That's beautiful. These 12, no, I lie, these 13 Luena smoky crystals. Now, that is a very special flat of Luena. They're going to cost $48. That is flat 33. Who we got there? Beastie. Next up, we've got something very special. I do think we've had this in the sale before. It is chrysocolla covered in druzy with crystalline malachite. Now, this is exceptional, and I'm very surprised it hasn't sold before. What is it? 1.288 kilograms. That is some seriously jammy crystalline malachite. And a lot of dreamy, fairy druzy. It is a stunning specimen, both of them. Rated is double A grade. They're going to cost $73. Tell you what, $73 for double A grade chrysocolla. Big bargain. We did chrysocolla in the last sale for lesser weight for double the price, flat 58. Get it. Next up, we got some unikite, all 6.11 kilograms of 30 pieces of epidote and peachy peach feldspar. Just incidentally, unikite, that's what this combination is named. Also, there's so much of this in Peru. This is how Top Rock started. That Nick's Bantambucky and to and fro trips taking 500 kilos at a time to Cape Town. And that, excuse me, that's from Messina to Cape Town, which is about 2,500 kilometers, 5,000 round trip. Serious business. 6 kilograms worth of beautiful unikite is going to cost $38. That is flat 335. On to some silky malachite. We've got some Kasompi Green Magic. These are rated as, they're all A grade. So if they're all A grade, let's just take a little time. Oof, look at that. Hello. Some botryoidal formations on the top and all that fibrous, silky chatoyancy beneath it. Magic. These 6-way 1.17 kilograms, they're going to cost all of $50. That is flat 399. Next up from the Laputu mine, 4 specimens. This is chrysocolla covered in druzy, and it's pretty easy to hedge the bets that there will be hemimorphite. And this Laputu mine in the Congo is famous for hemimorphite. That is the addition of zinc and lead to the minerals, and you can immediately feel it. That is heavy. All 4 of these. There's a bit of quartz that's replaced on top of the chrysocolla. That's really attractive. See the quartz point over there. This last little one has got some, looks like dirty, but it's not. It's just a bit of kaolinite over there on top of the white on white. Not all whites are equal. Very nice flat, a Laputu chrysocolla, bit of quartz, bit of malachite, and most likely hemimorphite. This flat's $70 for flat 604. Jasper. Right, up to, well, we've got some 12 gorgeous black tourmaline shell crystals. Well, in one cluster that looks attractive. There's a hemimorphite. That's some highlight opal there as well. Beautiful Mercedes. A bit more of the fibrous kind. These are rated as very good to A grade, 900 grams. They are gorgeous. There's a nice bit of feldspar there on the side. Nice flight of BLT. That's black tourmaline, not bacon, lettuce, tomato. $48 for the 12. That's flat 929. Red hematoid from Karoi up next. 12 beautiful crystals. This one with a lot of lepidocrocite right there with the iron. Oh, nice veil on the inside there. It's a little bit of rainbow love. Beautiful clarity as well. Bit of self-healing on the tip. Red phantoms galore. Yes, please. Oh, man, look at that. That is lovely. Look at that beautiful secondary quartz growth over the iron. That's what you want to see from hematoids. What are these? These are rated as good, very good to A grade. So there are a couple of bad apples, I suppose you could say, but I don't see many bad apples. All misbehaved red Karois. That is gorgeous. A couple of chips, which is par for the course. But that's a very nice flat of red hematoids. 1.21 kilograms. It's going to cost $40 for the 12. That is flat 851. Then from Lesotho, Albert Mountain, we've got some calcite. This is relatively new calcite, and I only say that because we've got so many examples where the calcite gets decimated and there's a growth of quartz on the outside, which essentially and inevitably through the millions of years becomes a shell. It's a pretty quartz shell, but here we've got all the calcite intact. Little so stalagmites, you might say. These do glow a lovely red, and I think I shall go and prove it to you for those unbelievers amongst you. It's 850 grams, good, very good to A grade. Let's see them glow. Right, here in the darkness of the darkroom, I shall be taking them out of their little white boxes, because Francis only makes mistake 5 times before he learns. I'm not going to do all 30 of them, so hold on to your breath. So there we go. Here we go, some Lesotho magic, and see, I told you they glow. Very nice. Almost angry pink. No, that's more red. That's a beauty. All 35 of these with the calcite still intact and undecimated. I'm just going to take that out of the white just to... Oh. Thanks, Fig. Shot. All right. I don't have to carry on anymore. You all believe me now. They glow and flow. Righto. Thanks, Figster. There we go. I'm eternally grateful for my dog coming to check if I'm all right, because bad things happen in Africa. You can never be too safe or too sure. So carry your Fig with you everywhere. These 35 little Lesotho mountain glow-in-the-dark buttes are, well, they're going to set you back $39, but flat $471. Next up, we've got a flat of little, not itty-bitty, but smaller-wise, little ammonites from Madagascar. Ugh, what did I say? Ammonites, yes. Did I say ammonites? I hope I said ammonites. That is 12 pairs, making up for 820 grams. These should be rated, yeah, they're rated very good to A grade, mostly A grade. There we go. A nice little bit of iridescence on the outside there. A little bit of opalization. Lekker. Some more over there. So, just in time, I think. We might just be getting some more. I know that we're getting more ammonite soon. But here you go. There's a little taster. It's going to be $56 for the 12 pairs. Flat 610. Hello. I think that might be Lundy and Jonas' kit. All right, so on to some Malagasy candle quartz. And check out the windows on these. Proper. This is these are rated. What's going on here? This is all A grade, which is quite special. 2 kilograms exactly. So let me try and see if the sunlight and the white doesn't help much. But these windows, look at that. That is beautiful. Very, very nice. Kinds of growths. Those are proper windows with the window frames included. Yes. Everyone has windows, but do you have window frames? Beautiful flat of candle quartz. This is going to be $38 for the 12, flat 281. Next up, Tolerite. This is from Torosonga. Go figure. With the originality of an African, we name things. Afrikaners take the kudos though. They just, everything ends with berg or flay. These are 24. I can't call them all palm stones unless you Brian McMillan. 1.31 kilograms, rated good, very good to A grade. These little chromium Telsigny palm stones, they're going to cost $65. That's flat 288. Then polished malachite freeforms, all 1.12 kilograms. These are rated very good to A grade. This one's okay. This one's nice. Yeah, that's cool. It's a goodie. It's a little plate. That's very nice. And that's okay as well. So these are rated what? VG to A. They're going to cost $34 for more than a kilogram's worth of copper heavy malachite. Hey, that's pretty cheap. Flat 32. Then onto the center of the trolley, we got some fallen shoulders. No, I just didn't put them back up after I removed them. That's 3 actually. Now, there's a bit of a story with these little clear quartz points. 3 of them. This one, that tip's okay. Lovely little wisps. Limonite in there. These are rated as very good to A grade. And there was only 3 in the flat. And then Cora, being an intuitive, clever little cheeky poo who just is so perceptive, she picked up the flat and went, this flat's way too heavy. It's a hemimorphite flat. But no, she went digging into the newspaper beneath, and she uncovered a 4th crystal, which was a mistake. And it's okay. It's got a broken chip. I went to Nick and I went, hey, are you in the habit of giving quartz away? And he went, no. And he went, oh, this is what happened. And he went, oh, my goodness, that chip is just not worth it. So, hey, whoever takes this flat gets this one for free. Lekker. That is 1.43 kilograms, $50 for the 4. Charged for 3, flat 63. Happy days. Next up, a nice jacaranda, nice large jacaranda amethyst. This is from Mumbwa in Zambia. It weighs a paltry 9.2 kilograms, and that's a lot of nice clear crystals at the bottom here, getting a little bit more milky, going deeper into the geode, the open geode now. Very attractive though. It's rated as very good. 9.2 kilograms worth of very good. It's going to cost $152. That's a big ass geode for $152 flat. 327. Next up, we got pseudomorph time. It's a chrysocolla. Let's say that's chrysocolla after malachite, after azurite. And that's the azurite blades there that have been replaced by malachite. And then the oxidation zone has obviously prompted chrysocolla to come to the party. That's a beautiful specimen. Some heterogenite there as well. It's not too heavy, 2.255 kilograms. Some nice juicy there with the malachite as well. Rated is very good. There we go. Give you indication of how large it is. It is reasonably large. 2.255 kilograms worth of pseudomorpha, and it's going to cost $228. That's flat. 985. Then on to a very good 2A grade celestite. It's a beautiful geode, almost perfect geode, well, perfectly shaped geode. It's the strontium isn't light. Oh my god, that is 9 kilograms, more than 9 kilograms worth of strontium. Is rated very good to A grade. That's it before. Some beautiful shaped crystals. Now, can I just get out of my own sunlight? Some beautiful crystals here. The major ones, I just want to check that. That's not a chip. It's internal. Really nice crystals. Beautiful blue. It's going to be $220. That is for flat 180. Right, then. Malachite. Stalactitic malachite. So this is a beaut. An absolute extraordinary. We've had this on the sale maybe once before. It weighs, and I don't want to pick it up all on my own, it's 6 kilos, but it deserves, so I don't know how you would present this. Let me just be careful because it is mildly delicate. There we go. Right. Here's those stalactites at the bottom. Perfectly formed, no breaks there. Nice petroidal backdrop. And then all these delicate little oxidized copper, I don't know, broken dolomite. They are beautiful. This is a pretty special museum piece, rated as A grade. Look at that. Oh man, that is super silky and chatoyant. And then all those beautiful delicate little formations all around the side. There you go, can't get enough of this specimen. I suppose you could say ball malachite in the forming there. Oh, no, that is pretty special. Slightly more than 6 kilograms worth of epic museum grade malachite. You might imagine to yourself that, oh, wow, it doesn't stand, it's on the, well, it doesn't take much to get a presentable view of it. Just find yourself a flat in the background. That is absolutely momentous. And, well, you might be relieved. This is only $468. That's damn cheap, man. That is a hell of a specimen. Flat double 48.
All right, take 2. We did this whole thing and didn't have audio because that's how smart we are. Okay, Boulder Dash, round 3. Boulder Dash is the ultimate bluffing game. I'm going to give a few people around here a word, and they're going to give me a definition. That's either what they think is the meaning of the word, or it's good enough to bluff you guys. You guys are going to vote for the definition, which I'm going to post in the comments using the poll, and we're going to see who gets first.
Where's the placing from last week?
Yeah, the placing for last week. Right. So you guys voted yellow with the most votes, which was the correct definition, grey whacker. A coarse, usually dark grey sandstone or fine-grained conglomerate composed of firmly cemented fragments. Correct definition. Well done, guys. I
got that wrong because I went with Brian's, the machinery, because what wax things that are grey? A grey whacker. That was my reasoning.
So Team Crassicola, which is you guys, voting for the correct definition, is currently in the lead. And our teams for this week, which I did walk up to them, but they've selected.
All right.
We have Team Ethan.
Hands up, dude.
He selected Ammonite, so he is on a team with Lucy and Audrey coming up in third. Tommy, who is over there in the
Tommy,
distance.
give us a heads up.
Not now, mate. You happy lads.
Kiara.
Wait, that's Team Amethyst.
Okay.
Yeah. Team Fluorite is Tommy. That's with Nick and Brian coming up second. Team Amethyst is with Kat and Gavin and Kiara, and they're coming in last. So Kiara needs to give them a bit of a boost. Okay,
No
our
pressure,
definitions for this week, our words and definitions for this week. The word for this week is desquamation.
Excuse me?
Desquamation. Desquamation.
Defqua.
There it is. Okay.
Just
All
focus on
right.
that. Exclamation.
I'll put it in the chat.
Okay.
All right. And pink. That's what you'll vote in the poll. Okay, pink definition. The process of destroying a large sum of rock or stone at the same time for ancient medicinal purposes. That's pink. Desquamation. Green. Desquamation. This is a two-word combination to describe a mineral formation. It derives from the words disqualified and formation. For example, if a natural point has been broken off and a new formation grew on the broken surface, self-healed, that new formation is called deformation. Okay, blue. The process of rocks, that was green, by the way, the one I just read was green. Blue, the process of rocks peeling or flaking off in layers, most commonly known as exfoliation or onion skin weathering. And I seem to have lost yellow. Yellow is a rock that is slowly decimated at the sound of a quack.
Excuse me?
A rock that is slowly decimated at the sound of a quack.
A sound of a quack.
So, put your votes in and let's see who comes up next.
There we go. Second trolley time. I'm just going to take a little bit of time because it's an absolutely glorious spring afternoon. There, okay. Blue lace agate to go with the blue skies of Africa. This is Namibian blue lace. That's with the harder matrix. These are great for lepping. And you don't need to because it's been polished on one side, not the other. 12 of these little, the slice. There's some lovely quartz in the middle. Very nice flat. 12 little Namibian blue lace specimens. Rated as very good only. 1.38 kilograms. It's going to cost $42. That is for flat 57. Next up from Zomba, we got some nice dark smoky quartz crystals. This is 610 grams. They are rated very good to A grade. Let's have a look. Zomba Plateau, a place of magic. Also, look at that veil on the inside there. That's lekker. So that's quite far to the south. It's not as far south as in Sanjay, where the blue lace, we get the blue lace from. But yeah, Zomba, south of Lake Malawi. Tricky, because as soon as you go more south than Lake Malawi, to get back into the sort of southern part of Africa, you've got to head north. Because traveling through Mozambique is a gamble. At the very best. It's always a gamble. You can always take the gamble, but the roads are pretty crap. These 12 little Zomba Smokies, they're going to cost $39. Very nice. Flat 577. Then some druzy coated Crusher Cola. This is an interesting one that we put in. Not so much for these beauties with a nice dendritic patterns. No. We put them in because of this little beastie here. It's a little bit of a debate. These kind of dark blue or darker blue crystals, they look like, our guess is, that's Crusher Cola after diaptase. As far as the far as the habit is concerned. But that's a very interesting little specimen, kind of attractive with that dark blue. 1.025 kilograms. It's going to cost $44. That is for 3 very good to A-grade chrysocolas, flat double 7/8. Onto some Kwaggafontein dark purple amethyst. There's 11 of these little dark purple beauties. There's a nice large thin plate. That is gorgeous. These are rated as good to very good. A little one. Another little one. 2.37 kilograms for the 11 specimens. They're going to cost all of $52. That is flat 161. Then Mary Martin's appears as of nowhere. This is a beaut, 2.65 kilograms. This is a mixed flat. This is Zambian quartz. Those beautiful side crystals, all natural. As the sun flickers through the leaves, it leaves a nice special effect on the quartz. Nice. It's accompanied by a large smoky Irongo quartz, and it's an absolute beaut. It's large windows, clear, and then unfortunately somebody dropped it somewhere along the way and it got a bit of a nasty chip on the tip, which is massively unfortunate, but that makes this good only. It's a very large crystal. It is rated as good to what is this? Good to very good. 2.65 kilograms. These two are going to cost $57. That's flat 224. Onto some more Albert Mountain calcite with the beginnings of the dissemination. Look at that. That is a beaut. Like I showed before, they do have a beautiful fluorescent red. There are 12, well, crystals as well as clusters. Is that dissemination and action. See the hollowed out quartz shell with all the juicy on. And then that quartz just slowly deteriorating in the face of a snowy 8-month snowy onslaught in Lesotho, cold country. These 12 cost $31. That is flat 36. Then onto some AA to A grade. Little points and double. Is it a double? I suppose it's A. That's gorgeous. Look at that phantom right there in the middle. Yum, yum, yum. Lots of little inclusions here. Oh, it's a rutile. Very shy. All right, anybody? Why, yes, please. That is beautiful. More wisps. absolutely stunning float. Here's a little bit of amethyst with also. Geez, I always thought I saw rutile in there. Just a hint. There's a lot. No, there is rutile right there at the base. Rutile-like tourmaline. No anhydrous. On this one anyway. Cara's been so busy working out Boulder Dash, she hasn't given herself the pleasures of hunting down anhydrous today. This is a gorgeous flat, 400 grams worth of A2AA grade polished quartz with inclusions, $41. That is flat 187. Onto some polished shutter kite, 6 little freeforms. What is this? This is from this is Namibian. Rated as good to A grade. As you could say, they are standing freeforms. That beautiful dark blue shutter kite. Chrysocolla, malachite. It's like a river running through the desert. These 6 partly polished shutter kites are going to set you back $42. That is for flat 275. That's one very black cat. Then we've got 8. What is this? A2AA grade rose quartz spheres. And the sun will be easiest over here, I think. Here, just sorting out some, wow, what looks like industrial grade black tourmaline. Fontaine. Let's hunt some asterisms. Here we go. Okay, there's 1 out of 1. That is super gemmy. There we go. 2 out of 2. Three out of 3. 4 out of 4. This is just too easy. Oh, that's nice. Oh, yes. Where was I? 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 out of 5. Come on. I can see you, little lines. There we go. There we go. 6 out of 6. Seven out of 7. Come on. Attention. Would be 8 out of 8. All right, no, don't be that. Don't be that one. Lines there. And it goes around and around. It's the one line. Doesn't want to meet up. Come on, son. Don't let me down now. There we go. Oh, back. Here we go. There we go. 8 out of 8 asterisms. That is a mint gemmy pink flatter rose quartz spheres. 1.47 kilograms. They're going to cost $70 for the 8. That is flat 199. Next up, we got some, and it's a bit of an odd one, and it's odd because it's from Madagascar. And invariably, we very rarely get any rough of anything from Madagascar. They tend to polish everything, which is quite rightly good. Money stays in the country if they do that. So we happy days sustaining that kind of behavior. Obviously, well, I don't know what your preferences are. I like rough. I like natural specimens. So it's always special to get some of this. Look at this. That is a beautiful crystal. Malagasy smoky amethyst. Nice skeletal nature. Yes, please, look at that. That's nice. Oh, look at the smoky phantoms right there beneath the window. It's a beauty. It's 1.31 kilograms, rated as very good. It's going to cost $50 for the 5. 1.31 kilos, flat 770. Next up, we've got a flat of mixed Southern African crystals and clusters. Here we got some watermelon fluorite from Namibia. Also from Namibia, some black tourmaline with some smoky quartz and feldspar, and geez, that's almost aquamarine. Could it be? No, I don't think so. Well, there should be elsewhere. That's definitely nice, small little smoky quartz crystals. Yeah, I reckon that might just be really bad quality aquamarine. Very pretty little cluster. And then from Zimbabwe, we've got a large Shiretsi scepter. And this, I think, is Zambian. No, this is also Irongo. Got that bit of tourmulated quartz there. Irongo. We've got a pale Bucanotuk of, wow, little repute. And then this, Brandberg Irongo. Little cluster that is, well, a lot of rust, I suppose. A lot of iron in these, but it's a beautiful hue of orange. Scared to call it orange quartz, but the staining is on the outside, but this one here in the middle, the sort of Herkimer, the double terminated crystal, that's pretty clear, and the iron is on the other side. But that's really pretty. That's very nice. There's some barite, Congolese barite. Some Kwaggafontein amethyst, nice and dark purple. It's a very nice little cluster, beautiful, clean. Then some chrysocolla, malachite, and quartz. So this is an interesting one. It's not particularly pretty, but I reckon for those of you that like lapping and keeping a specimen partly polished and partly rough, this might just be a very interesting little project. Onto some vermiculite, also from Irongo. So the greenish kind of muscovite, it's vermiculite, or maybe it's muscovite, which is just another type of mica. Yeah, muscovite. A little bit of black tourmaline there. Then this looks like Malagasy quartz. Yeah. And last but not least, red hematoid from Karoi. And then nice, this is beautiful. I'll tell you what, there is, look at that. Let me zoom in. Oh, not like that. Get some light. Zoom into that little speck of what I suspect is fluorite. Just a little green vial in there. That's a beauty. Very nice little cluster, that. It's going to cost all of $47. That's for 2.41 kilograms worth of Southern African crystals and clusters, flat 822. And then on to some Brandberg, and let's start with the ugly ones first. And that's not that ugly, is it? No, it's not. That's a beautiful crystal. Top of more quartz. There's a little geode. Beautiful, clear, crystal clear quartz. Another one, but look at that. That's so nice, man. I love these little clear quartz crystals that jut out into the unknown vacancies of a vug or a geode. Well, that's just shit. But look at this one. Let's try and get this. There's an anhydro in here. There we go. All kinds of quartz, and then that beautiful two smoky quartz clusters. It's anhydro. Anhydro. I'm not seeing it. No, I'm not seeing it. Maybe I'm losing eyesight, but there's supposed to be an anhydro in there. 950 grams worth of Brandberg, rated very good to A grade. This flat's going to cost 32. Cara comes stomping along at the sound of an anhydro. Find the anhydro, Cara. $32, flat 83.
Found it.
Oh, okay. Is it the trained eye, or is it just better lighting? Okay, she's not sharing, so we'll carry on with some Malacola.
It's just very difficult to see because you probably were looking a little bit more in the foreground and it's a bit in the background.
Ah,
yeah.
Okay. Well, I was looking in the foreground.
I can't see it now, so I can't tell you if, but there's an anhydro in here for sure.
Right, joys of joys. Right,
and there's 5 anhydros in that other Brandberg flat.
I thought there were 4.
No, not in there.
That one, that was
in the other
previous trolley.
Yeah.
Right, Malacola slices, people. This is from Congo. That is chrysocolla with malachite. Beautiful. Polished on both sides. These are rated as very good A to double A. And thin slices. Kudos to the slicer. Six slices. They weigh 860 grams. These 6 are going to set you back $75. That's for 860 grams worth of Malacola. Flat 744. Then from Madagascar, we've got ourselves 12 beautiful little polychrome jasper hearts. Also known as Picasso jasper. These are rated good to A grade. They weigh 2.32 kilograms. Right. Go. It's a gorgeous heart. Yeah. It's probably the good one. These 12 hearts are going to set you back all of $59. That's for 2.32 kilograms worth of polychrome. That's flat 835. Not straying too far from Madagascar, we've got ourselves 70 small little. Oh, that is a nice hue of blue, man. How attractive is that? That's beautiful. 70 partly polished labradorite. Look at that. That's the non-polished side. I love non-polished labradorite, which puts me in mind of what people thought of it when they saw it so long, long ago for the first time. I can't actually see any bad ones. Very nice flat of partly polished lab from Talia. 1.33 kgs. The 70 will cost $52. That is flat. Well, 833. Next up, we got some Sharetsi. Or is this Amazulu? Yeah, this is Zululand amethyst. Okay, Zululand. That's Josini. This is more likely to be here locally. Doesn't look like Josini. Looks like Royal Amazulu. Yeah, this was a bit of a once-off. Guys brought it here, and we've never seen from them again. These are rated good, very good to A grade. They are a gorgeous dark purple, nice veils. This is possibly the worst of them. Still very nice. These 35 weigh 460 grams. They're going to cost $29 flat, 382. Then on to some Lacassi malachite covered in druzy with a nice attractive red copper dolomite in the background to give it that nice artistic contrast. Some malachite and druzy on two sides there. These three specimens, they weigh 1.53 kilograms. Rated as very good to A grade. Sun on there. Pretty. This flat here is going to cost $69 for 1.53. Three specimens from Lacassi, flat 90. Then on to some Malagasy polished points, or a double terminated crystal. Nice deep dark purple amethyst. These are rated as a very good A to double A grade. Ooh, how dark is this? How dark is your smoky? Because that is beautiful. Beautiful clear as well. Bit of a lighter smoky. Some interesting veils in there. Wow. $690 grams for the 6 polished points. Very good A to double A grade. This flat's going to set you back $58. That's flat 424. Center of the trolley we go. We've got an A grade celestite. I was looking at the other one as well. I thought the other one, which was very good to A grade, was actually nicer than this one. But yet, this is still beautiful. Almost a perfect rounded geode. I've been pronouncing Sakahoni as Sakahoni. It's not. It's Sakahoni. I'm trying to get that right. Sakahoni or something. Yeah, so my pronunciation of Sakahoni is not correct. Hello, cat. Hello, sky. 8.31 kilograms worth of beautiful celestite geodenus. It's going to cost $220. That's flat $710. Then from Erongo, a beautiful large smoky crystal with a lot of highlight opal on the side there. That makes it quite exceptional. It is filled with a bit of a black tourmaline. It weighs 3.82 kilograms. So I'm trying to get some sun on there. Tip seems alright. Some self-healing over there, down at the base. More black tourmaline. What is that? Is that a chip? That is a chip. Okay. That is stunning, man. 3.8 kilograms. There in the dark room awaits a large Erongo quartz with highlight opal. Cara says if I don't show you and prove it to you, because you're all disbelievers, then it will never sell. However, look at her light up. There you go. That's kind of hot toddy, isn't it? Sure, the highlight opal, actually, that's lekker. Nice. Reasonably confidently as well. $73. $73 for that large crystal. Happy days. Flat 943. Then, a large piece of stichtite, Barberton Atlantisite. If you were in a Tassie, then this would be Atlantisite to you. It's a large lapidary piece. It's, what's that, 7.64 kilograms of very good to A grade stichtite. That's that serpentine with a beautiful stichtite purple lilac-y webbing. It's costing $97. So $97 for 7 kgs. Do the maths there. I think that's about, what is that, $10, $7, 900, maybe $12 to the kg, $13 to the kg. That's as cheap as it gets if you're into lapping and you have the straws. And stichtite is generally quite porous and it's quite light, so you get a lot of stichtite for the weight. It's easy to lap as well. $97, flat 884. Then a large banded tiger iron standing freeform. It is 19.285 kilograms. That is a beastie. Rated as A grade. It's got that beautiful hematite veins running all throughout. We'll go to the other side. This is the nicer side, actually. Move it 20 kgs. Yeah. For some perspective, it's a biggie. It's a big piece of banded tiger iron from that northern cape. Beautifully polished, and that is stunning. It's going to cost $731. That is for almost 20 kilograms worth of banded tiger iron. Flat 238. $731. Last item, we have got some beautiful natural Namibian blue lace. Nice big chunk of it. Also lapidary material. It's rated as very good. It weighs 2.69 kilograms. Quartz on the other side. That's a beautiful big old lump of blue lace agate. It's going to cost all of $77. That's for 2.69 kilograms worth of blue lace. That's flat $502. Righto, guys, thank you very much for tuning in. There's a delivery truck, and there's some P-Way sorting out the industrial BLT. I'll see you guys on Saturday morning, hopefully with some Congolese goodies. Ciao.